The average adult in the UK spends around 3 hours and 50 minutes per day on their phone, looking at things like TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat and Safari and ChatGPT, or around 10 years of your life staring into the vacuous void of social media. But now, what if I told you that 3 hours and 50 minutes per day is child's play? Try 20 hours and 26 minutes per day. 20 fucking hours. It's like 80% of your life. And this is pretty much every day too. 19 hours and 5 minutes on social, 1 hour and 24 minutes on utility, and a mind-boggling 11 minutes of creativity. And don't get me wrong, it's a massive achievement getting this down to 7.5 hours. But let's be clear, 7 hours is still double the average of the UK and the US screen time. Which means that this person, I don't know how old they are, could potentially spend 20 plus years looking at their phone. And not just at their phone, but at ChatGPT, being guided by an AI. Woke up during sleep and was battling my own feelings and thoughts. Used ChatGPT to help myself calm down. Tomorrow I'll have lesser screen time. This is something relatively new, but using ChatGPT not for productive work, but for general life advice. Listen, ChatGPT is a language software and it is designed to be a yes man. Have you ever told ChatGPT your idea and it's ever gone to you, Joe, that's a shit idea? No, it's always gonna say, that sounds like a really creative and crazy new idea, great business idea. This could be something really big. It's like, no, fuck off. ChatGPT will always tell you that your idea is great, no matter what it is. So yes, when you ask ChatGPT for advice, you're gonna get a disingenuous response. Let's quickly look a moment at what 20 hours was even being spent on. So looking at this, 16 hours was spent on Instagram. It's for people like this that I made this channel. Can you imagine the chronic overstimulation that this person is suffering from to have to spend 20 hours scrolling? How fried their dopamine receptors will be. Watching a film for this person must be an agonizingly boring chore, and holding a conversation with their family must be an impossible task. But the good news is it's recoverable, and the main way to do this is simply to, well, do exactly what they're doing now, reduce the screen time, and more importantly, replace the screen time with healthier sources of dopamine. You see, to give you some advice, there is cheap, easily accessible dopamine, and then there is sort of well-earned, hard-earned dopamine. So a great example is phones versus books. The dopamine that you get, that you release from phones, is very rapid and it's very high. So the way dopamine works is when your brain releases it, it releases a big spike followed by an equally, potentially larger dip in dopamine. That actually goes below where it started. So you start off here, it spikes up to here, but then it goes way down to here. And then your baseline actually comes and meets that point, and then you go up, down, down again. And overall, your dopamine levels trend downwards so that you just don't feel as good anymore. But the only way to recover the baseline dopamine once you've blasted it so much is to abstain from creating any more spikes, and your body can naturally regulate your dopamine back up to where it was supposed to be. But obviously you can't just go from 20 hours in the day to nothing, because now you have a 20-hour void that you need to fill with something. And the best way to do this is to pick up a book, go for a walk, go to the gym, learn how to cook, do some journaling, artwork, drawing. Any of these tasks are low stimuli and they're not gonna raise your dopamine in this sharp and exaggerated way that rapid scrolling will do. And what it's gonna do is allow you to naturally elevate your dopamine levels back up to normal. Listen, I hope this person gets better, because this is a seriously bad screen time. It's the worst I have actually ever seen, I think. And I actually can't even believe it's possible. How can someone actually spend 16 hours on Instagram? Doing what? I mean, I know the feed is endless, but I mean, really? This must be like a whole new algorithm if it can provide 16 hours worth of new content a day. Is kind of insane to me. But you know what? Well done to this person for getting it down to 7 hours. It's a crazy achievement. It's a huge, huge improvement on what it was before, but it still needs more improvement, more work. And I think if they continue going in this direction, then they're in for, you know, completely ending their screen addiction, and hopefully can get it below you know, 1 hour, which would be ideal. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I'd really appreciate if you liked it to go and like the video, subscribe, and check out the top link in the description. It's a totally free school community that I have made. And yeah, go check that out. Let me know what you think. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you in the next one.